have no schedule for live videos. Although I'm thinking Wednesdays might be a good day because I'm home on Wednesdays. So listen, if you want Wednesdays for a live day, let's give me a thumbs up. You guys, hopefully some people will join. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. Shakema's out here in these food shopping streets, y'all. Groceries are expensive for real. That's all I have to say about that. So let's talk groceries. Let me know where you're from. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from or joining me from. Always so good to have you with us whenever you are able. You guys, it's grocery shop day, right? And I'm sitting here. Hey, ma'am. Hey. Looking at my not my grocery list, but my meal plan and trying to plan meals for the next couple of days from Georgia. Oh, really? We just doing too much. We just doing a lot right now. Jackson, will you come and bring mom's computer, please? Hey, ma'am. Hi, how are you? Good to see everybody. Hey, from Raleigh. Listen, I'm going to make my way to Raleigh real soon. Hey, from Michigan. Hey, everybody. So grocery prices, right? You guys, I got a really small amount of groceries. Oh, from Indiana. All right. Praise the Lord. It's so exciting to see where you guys are from. And I've never been to many of those places, but I may. You never know. From Texas, I'm working my way to Texas at some point before I take my last breath. I got to get to Texas. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I went to the grocery store today. And y'all, prices are just... Hey, from Alabama. Jackson, I need my computer, babe. Prices are just, they're a bit much right now. I don't know if it's because I'm doing the whole 30 from Canada. Hey, how are you? Or if it's because, I don't know what it is. In your area, are you seeing higher grocery prices? Like I got a little bit of stuff and it was over $60. And I had to return some stuff to Walmart from Phoenix. Hey, my computer. And I had to return a few items from Northern California. Hey, Maryland. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. So good to see y'all. I'm glad y'all decided to come and hang out with Shakema and chit-chat a little bit about food and food prices. You guys, I'm just not really sure what all is going on. Hey, Vicky. But it's just a bit much sometimes. And I'm like, you know, we're not buying anything extra or anything additional. Oh, are they in the UK? I can only imagine. It's crazy. See, I tried that the other day. I had put up a video about getting some, hey, from Tuscaloosa. I'm trying to get there. I'm telling you right now. I had put up a video about going with a friend of mine to shop, but people were getting offended. So I took the video. Well, I just made it private. I don't want to offend anybody with my shopping habits. So wherever, you know, I could have lied and said, hey, I went to a discount grocery store, but I didn't think that was right either. So, and then, you know, for anyone who took offense to that, don't forget, my son served for 6 years. I am a military mom. He just got out of the military. So, you know, that was a little bit harsh, some of the stuff that was coming through. So I took it down. Sorry, y'all, I'm logging into my computer. Hey, from Melbourne. Yes. We have one more day of school, and then we are out for spring break next week. So with spring break coming, my thoughts are I got to feed these kids, and they're going to be they are used to 3 meals a day when I'm home. Whenever I'm home with my kids, I always cook their meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I've got to figure out 21 meals, not to include snacks, from Hattiesburg. Hey, how are you? Good for you. I'm so glad. I'm trying to figure out how in the world I'm supposed to feed these kids, because my kids enjoy food. They love to eat. And my budget is so small. Child, I mean, it was rough. And I think for me, I guess knowing myself, I wasn't trying to do anything underhanded, if that makes any sense. I wasn't trying to do anything that was dishonest. But I don't want to bring offense to people. So I just, you know, leave that alone and not bother that anymore, because I do realize it's going to bother some folks. But I do realize too that some people don't know that my son served. So my son, you know, I have gone to the I have gone with him before. And it was, he doesn't have a wife. I'm the closest thing he's going to get to a wife at the moment. So we figured it was okay, but don't let us, don't let us bother your life. I try to be open. I try to be real. I try to share the realness of what I'm going through and how my kids and I are making it through. But I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to do anything that's wrong knowingly on my part. But groceries are so expensive, and you're trying to cut costs wherever you can, and you're trying to, make your budget work. One thing I realized over the last couple of weeks is my budget is the same budget that I had from 10 years ago. And I think I heard Amanda from the Bills talking about that. As time progresses and life changes, hey, from Chicago, you have to adjust that budget. But at the moment, I can't see any way to adjust it, because I'm looking at my my budget sheet, because I have to do my budget for April. And I'm not seeing any wiggle room. I'm like, there's no room to wiggle nowhere in this budget. I'm in the hole already. And I'm like, Lord, now I have some savings, and I have, my car payment is put aside in a different account, and I've got some monies coming in for that. And I've already been saving. And praise God, you guys, for those of you who watch the videos and the ads, that is so helping. Child, listen, even those of us who, I work 10 months out of the year, but in order to apply for food stamps, they take your total salary and divide it by 12 months. My kids and I don't qualify even in our non-working months for food stamps. And it's like, nope, I don't want to have to get government assistance if I don't have to. But sometimes the months, it's a little slim. And I'm like, well, okay, praise God. But again, that's what the summer grocery fund is for. But it's still only $50 a week. So I've got to find a way to be able to bolster that budget a little bit, because that budget, again, is from 10 years ago. There are times when I do have a little bit extra, but even what Dad sends, I've got music lessons now that I'm paying for. I've got Taekwondo that has to be paid for. Jackson needs to go to summer camp. You got to pay the deposit before you make the reservation for summer camp. So I've got to pay the deposit for that. He's got a tournament this month that I did not add in. Got to add that in. Lord have mercy. He's got a doctor's appointment this month that I have to add in, that I didn't add in. So many things are just coming at you, and this is flying at you. And then at the end of the day, you realize, hey, I still got to feed my kids. But I know that the Lord is faithful. I know that God is good to me all the time. He always has been. Hey, ma'am. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. We just out here talking about these food prices. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And then this week I had to get some personal items. So, I had to get personal items. I don't have a personal item budget. That all comes out of my groceries. It's harder to use the coupons because, well, thank you so much, ma'am. I do the very best that I can, because I don't want to do anything wrong. I don't want to, hey, from Baltimore, child, you see what I'm saying? Walmart is like, for real, it's a whole situation. I just left Walmart. I'm like, I should have went to Aldi, but I had to return some stuff at Walmart, and I got it on a gift card because I didn't have my receipt. And so I was like, well, I'm just already here. Go ahead and pick it up. It was team too much. I could have went to Aldi probably and got twice as much for the same price. But even at Aldi, sometimes things are a little bit more expensive. And I'm like, ooh, I can't even afford. I mean, I don't want to speak that over my life. But when I say I can't afford, God will provide for my family. I know that. Hey, from Florida. Hey, y'all. God will provide for my family. He always has. But I've got to be able to come up with a way that I'm going to have extra monies coming in. Yeah, double coupons, honey. It ain't happening. I don't know how long. And I don't think it's ever coming back. I think some people were looking for a way to get rid of it, and they did. Now, at Harris Teeter, my grocery store, they still do double your coupons every day. But ain't no super doubles, no triples, none of that stuff. So that's all out the window. Let me see. Aldi and Woolworth now. Oh, I'm telling you, it is becoming very expensive to feed your family. So what do you do? How do you manage a small budget if you on a small budget like me? How do you manage a small budget when you have mouths to feed? Jackson probably has grown 5 or 6 inches this year, and he eats like a grown man. a friend of mine had given, I probably shouldn't say a friend of mine because somebody going to come for my life. A friend of mine had given me some smoked chicken thighs that they had cooked. They just had say, hey, try these. So I said to Jackson, you have one and mom has one. Did mom have one? I did not, because Jackson ate them both. When is it coming, Vicky? Do you know? Because I'm here for Aldi. I love Aldi. Down in another town where I work, they're supposed to be getting an Aldi. And if they do, I'm going to shop on my way home after I leave work. Just shop on my way home, and then I don't have to come back out, you know, all the things. Oh. But how are you all, you know? Hey, ma'am. Let me see. I'm trying to follow. It is beginning to be well, you know, I know some people that like the Oreo kind. It's not me. I'm not here for any oatmeal. I can't eat nothing that look like snot, but y'all live your best life. But it is just becoming it's not a chore, but more of a challenge to try to be creative in your meals. And then in Whole30, you know, you're shopping the outside of the store. So everything else that is cheap, pasta sauce, it is expensive, or it's more than one ingredient. So you're trying to take the processed out, and it's like, okay, I could go down this aisle and get 5 boxes of pasta. Hey, Maggie. I could get 5 boxes of pasta for $5. Child, I'm not eating it. I'm not finna eat it. I want you to, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, at least so that's part of the battle. It won't take long for them to put it up. I promise you, it'll go up so fast. Hey, ma'am, how are you? Well, thank you so much. I probably made the wrong decision today to shop at Walmart. But again, I had that shopping card. So I was trying to use that, and I was like, well, I don't want to just do part of it here and then run the Aldi. But it is becoming a challenge. Alana eats like a grown adult woman. Jackson eats like a grown adult man. And mom, sometimes I barely eat because I'm so busy. I'm so focused on making sure everything is just right. I forget to eat, or I'm not hungry, or because, you know what I'm saying? I don't have stress. I never have stress in my life. I don't live in stress. I might have it, but I don't live there. And so I try to make sure that I'm doing everything that needs to be done for the kids so that I can get all the things that they need. Now, when I tell you that shop trip I did last week was such a blessing, it was a blessing to my family. I know it did offend some people, and I apologize for that very sincerely. That was not I always vacillate between sharing and not sharing, but I try to live a very transparent life and share all the things with you guys. So it was like, hey, let me just share this too. I did not, go anywhere to offend, but I'm stretching these dollars as much as I can. I'm stretching the meals as much as I can. Jackson still does the rice and the oats because we still have some of that, but I've got to do a stock up because as much as he eats those things, I still have to stock up and save and get more because he's eating them. Alana and I do not eat that stuff. It's just too much. Pot or something, stew, chili. So I'm thinking about that. That's a good, well, you know what? Let me go back to Dwayne, because that gas is for real. I mean, gas is doing a whole nother thing. Y'all, I put so much gas in my car and I just got a new car. That's good on gas. But I put so much gas in my car in the last 2 weeks. I know in 1 week, I probably put $100. Now, I did have to I had to travel a couple places. So I was driving all next week, spring break. So I'm not going nowhere. Save it on gas. But gas cannot continue with these prices. I mean, I'm telling you right now. And then I did think about dividing up the meat. Like Amanda from the Bills. Hey, Rhonda has shared before, like a pound of meat. She divides that into a half a pound of meat and then stretches out, makes something to stretch out that meal. So I am thinking about doing that as well. Also, sometimes when I meal prep, my kids think you're supposed to eat all the things. So I don't like to meal prep because they don't understand portions. And so I got those little containers, and that's been helping us a little bit with portion control. But my kids eat. If they know what's in there, they're going to eat it, period. Then they don't care that it's supposed to last us for tomorrow or next week. They're just going to eat it. So I do try to limit the amount of meal prepping that I do ahead of time because it's too much for me. What else am I planning to do? We probably gonna have to go meatless some meals, maybe like a meatless Monday. But if you go meatless and you're doing Whole30, what does that leave? Veggie soup. You know, that's the best we can do is like a veggie soup. Hey, Miss Chanel, good to see you. It's just a lot. So what I'm thinking about, and you know what, Miss Greta, I normally would shop at Costco and get my gas, but my Costco card goes out. Well, today's the 31st of March, so my membership is out and I'm not renewing that. And I'm never on the side of town where Costco and Sam's are. They're on a whole different side of town than where I am. Hello, ma'am. And I'm getting ready to start the garden as well. I should have done it today, but I'm trying to watch my little pennies because it is a little bit of a challenge out here right now to get my pennies together. So what I'm going to do is see how much money I can pick and pull a little bit, because I need to get some soil for the garden. And then I also need to get, hey Dana, I also need to get some seed, which I don't have yet. I think I'm going to do rotating radishes. Oh Lord, what in the world with them gas prices? Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I can't deal. I cannot deal. It's just too much sometimes. And I think the thing is, you're trying to do your best. We're trying to do our very best. And it sometimes seems like you can't swim for sinking, if that makes any sense. Now, again, I put all my trust in the Lord, and God has always seen us through. And I try to decrease the food waste and use all the things that we have. So I've got some celery in there that I know that needs to be used. So I'm doing a chicken pot pie soup, a healthy chicken pot pie soup that's Whole30. And so what I'm going to do is throw that celery in there because it's going to cook down anyway. I've got some potatoes that I need to get into the oven right now that I'm going to cook and get that together. But it is just a lot. Baker's Acres, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you all so much. Family of 5. Now, see, that's a good deal. But here, we don't have the mix and match for $20. I know some of the stores do have that. And I think Kim from WDW Mommy, she has like a Ralph's. I'm not sure what branch that's with. Well, thank you so much, Gwen. But they have a Ralph's, and they have that buy 4 for $20 situation. But I tell you, this gas is doing too much. It's doing too much. And so you spending the gas, then you have to try to figure out, where can I get, how can I put that for my groceries? Because I'm trying to go out at one time, do all the trips together and shop together. And I think that's it. For me, I trust God. I don't stress. Like I said, I don't stress out over things. I used to. I watch my budget very clearly and carefully because I need to know what the numbers are. But at the end of the day, I always pray and say, God, you know what the kids and I need. And I don't even think I pray that much anymore because God knows my needs. And the Bible says he will supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory. So why is it? Thank you, Latoya. I appreciate that. Why would I continue to worry about what God already has said in his word that he's going to take care of? Thank you, Crystal. Oh, thank you so much. Gas prices is $3.60. The devil is a lie. Devil is a lie. I'm telling y'all right now, there is no reason for these prices. We love you too. There's no reason for these prices to be the way they are. But I pray that the Lord would give me supernatural wisdom to know, do you have a car lease? We don't have that. No, we don't have. We only, where I live, we have Harris Teeter, we have Food Lion, we have Aldi, Walmart, Piggly Wiggly. And those are only grocery stores we have. Harris Teeter's on the high end. Hey, Angela. Aldi's probably the cheaper of the 5. Um, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how some people are able to work. And we're getting ready to go back. You know, the kids are coming back to school. And so that's fine. But as the petrol prices or the gas prices continue to increase, it's a challenge trying to, because I drive 50 miles every day. And that's just to my office. That's not even to my schools. That's to my office. 50 miles every day. I just got my car last week. So tomorrow I will have had my car 1 week. And I've almost put 2,000 miles on it because I drive so much. But that's just to work. You know, it is what it is. No, we don't have that. Well, Harris Teeter does it, but it's not. It's like you can, every time you scan your card, you can get some points. 220, 20 use them almost fill. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because in my car, $25 should fill my car. But y'all, it's not doing it. And I know I put $25 in there yesterday. I put $10 in the day before. Sunday, I put 20 in. So what's that? $55 in 3 days? No, we don't have that. I wish we did. We don't have discount stores. You know how Amanda from the Bills always goes to the discount store? We don't have any discount stores anywhere near where I live. The next town over, the biggest next town up from me is probably about 40 minutes, and they don't have it either. So we don't have any of that type of stuff. It's the truth. It is really the truth. Even though we did go back to work, the gas prices still weren't even as high. Do we have a Speedway? I don't think we have a Speedway. Not where I live, we don't. We have Walmart gas and we have Harris Teeter gas. So I do try to do Harris Teeter. And then the BP station, they attach your Harris Teeter card, but sometimes it doesn't always take your points off. So I do try to get Harris Teeter gas if I'm able. We don't have a Speedway here. Yeah, and we don't. And so I guess those of us who, you know, don't have those types of places to shop, we're trying to come up with creative ideas and ways to feed our kids. You know, Jackson, my kids like treats, but I haven't been able. Hey, Shanina, good to see you, ma'am. All is well. We miss you in the group. All is well. I haven't been able to really get them, you know, treats lately. It's just the basics. It's everything we need to survive for the week. So whenever I'm able to be blessed, it just helps us out. This week, actually, somebody sent a Walmart card in the mail, and I was so blessed to have that because it helped get my groceries today. You know, I was a little bit short, but that gift card helped get my groceries. And again, I never get on here expecting people to give me things. I'm just sharing my journey, and you're sharing your journey with us, and it helps us because a lot of people say, Shakema, you've been helping me, but I get stuff from y'all too. I glean a lot, you know. Yeah, see, no, but you know, I do have the, what does that do? I have Ibotta. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I have Ibotta. And I think I'm close. No, I don't. It's Fetch Rewards. I have Ibotta and Fetch Rewards. And Fetch Rewards, I think I'm close to a $10 Walmart gift card. So I got to scan a couple more receipts. I'm close. And I think, hey, that's going to help me. Love's Truck Stop. We don't have a Love's. We don't have a Love's, and we don't have any truck stops close to where I live. They just put not a grocery store, a gas station. There's a main highway that goes by the road where I live off of. And for years and years, and I've lived here for 15 years, for years and years and years, they never had a gas station there. And I'm thinking, why is there no gas station? Because so much traffic. They just put a gas station there, but it's not a Love's, and it's not a Pit Stop. It's not a Speedway either. I don't even know what the name of it is because it's going the opposite direction of anywhere I'm trying to go. So I hardly ever go there. But yeah, so you guys make sure to give the video a thumbs up. That does help me get out into the recommended feeds. I was watching Gia from Marriage and Motherhood and saw my channel come up, and then I've watched Kimmy and saw my channel come up in that recommended feed, and then I've watched Frugal Fit Mom, Fit Frugal Mom, I forget, Christine and saw my videos. Hey, Michelle, come up in her feeds, in that same feed as well. So it always helps if you thumb the video up. It just pushes us out. It pushes us out to places, which is very helpful. So looking at my analytics, our YouTube AdSense for next month looks very promising. But what I'm trying to do is take all of that and put it towards the car. Anything extra after sinking funds to the car. Because once I get the car paid off, then I'm going to be in a much better position to be able to really then take any extras and put it towards the grocery budget, because we're going to have to. There is you also get money for referrals and your referral. What is that on Maya? I missed what you said. For which one of those? Now, I do have a Fetch Rewards code somewhere. Y'all, I'm going to look for it. And I bought a referral code. I don't think it's in my description box, but I'm going to try to put it in there. Oh, thank you so much for Fetch. Because I need coffee. That's what I didn't get. The kids told me this morning, they said, Mom, you need coffee. And I'm like, dang. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to have some grocery stock up money for preps, and I'll get coffee, because Get Upside. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look at that. I never heard of that one before, but I'll check it out. Listen, I'm here to check out all the things. So I'm going to look for that cashback app for gas. Oh, okay. For gas. Sounds interesting. But next week is going to help me, because yeah, that car, we not even playing with that. We not. Right now I have $6,500 plus in the savings account for the car, and I'm going to put that. I'm waiting for my income taxes to come through. That's another $2,700. So that'll put me up 8 something. Then my supplement at the end of this month is being raised by $500. So I'm hoping that's another close to $2,000. So that'll put me at 10 something. The car is $12,885 as the loan, and I'm not going to incur that interest because I'm paying that car off. So that car will be paid off at the very, very, very latest, June 1st. My plan was May 1st. Y'all pray for me. So that would be a 45-day. That would be around 45 days to pay off $13,000. I'm using anything I got to pay off that car, because then I'm not worried about that payment. I'm not worried about anything. Thank you, ma'am, so much. I'm glad you came. Have a good day. But I'm going to then be able to recoup whatever is left after that car, and be able to use it for other stuff. Let me see. I'm missing some stuff. Do you have to put bank info into No. I think I get it. I usually get like an Amazon gift card. Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm itinerant. I travel from school to school. I have 3 middle schools and 4 elementary schools. So I have an office location that's in a whole nother school. And then I travel to 3 middle schools and 4 elementary schools. So I do travel. Hello from Hawaii. Y'all, it's so exciting to see where you guys are from. Have you thought of adjusting your taxes to lower your refund? My taxes are adjusted as much as they can be. We're getting the most back throughout the year, so I'm not waiting for my refund in January, in the new year. So it is at the max. There's no more exemptions to claim or whatever you call, there's nothing else to claim. But we did from South Dakota, but we did really well this year. And I think somebody was asking me, I'm not sure if it was Dana or somebody, about the stimulus. Did I tell them up front that I had the stimulus? And I said, no, it wasn't a part of, we have a little sheet to fill out for the credit union, and it asks you all the questions. But when I was going, because I was concerned, I was like, man, we never got this much back in a long time. Let me go back and look. So when I went back and looked, it did show the $1,200, which was the first stimulus, and then the $1,800, which was the second stimulus. So that was in my taxes. So I think they took it off. They accounted for it in there, because I saw $1,200 and $1,800, and the only 2 amounts that those were from the stimulus. So I did go back and check my my tax papers, because I was concerned. I was like, Lord, I don't want to get enough. And again, it goes back to the heart of who I am. I don't want anything that's not supposed to be mine. If it's not mine, I don't want it. So let me go back. Good for you, Tammy, from the block. I am so waiting to get to that point with that baby step number 3. Y'all, my couch. Okay, so let me tell y'all this. My couch sprang a spring, and one of the springs popped through and it cracked in the middle. So it pokes up. So I've got to get rid of the couch. And I was thinking, I said, okay, I need to get a new couch. I found one on Walmart for like $300, $269. It's a rollback or a reduced price. It was normally $500. I was like, oh, this is so good. I'm gonna be able to buy this couch. My daughter said to me, Mom, we're not buying a couch. We are not buying a couch. You trying to get that baby step number 3 going and you trying to pay off that car. There will be no couch for you. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna take that couch down. It's the big couch, but I have a fainting couch in my bedroom. It's blue, not gray, but I'm gonna bring it into the living room and switch it out, and then I'm just gonna get a throw for it. So I'm gonna find a throw that is gray, a dark gray, that nobody will even know or care that it's, you know, who's gonna know? Nobody comes over here except my kids, so we good. But I really do need to replace that couch because I don't even want the kids sitting on it to get hurt. See, now I missed that, Tomcat, but I'm glad you said something about that. Hey, Crystal, because another one of my friends was telling me, Shakema, from July to December, you getting like, what is it, 250 a kid or 300 a kid? Something, I don't know what it is. But I didn't even realize that money was coming in. So that's going to be a blessing. And it may be, because my plan is to have the car paid off by then, that I can make that grocery money. And because in July, I'm not working. So maybe that would be good to take that money and put towards some groceries and maybe even some stock up groceries for the next coming months. It is for younger kids, but I think it's up to age 17 because there's like a number for young kids and then there's another number. All right, good for you. And then there's another number for kids. I think it's up to 17. I've looked somewhere, or my friend texted to me. My friend Jasmine texted to me. She's like, Shakema, don't forget. Y'all, I don't keep up with any of that stuff. I'm not looking at the news trying to figure out what the new stimulus is. I'm hoping that the governor's bill is passed. He's trying to raise teacher salaries 10% over the next 2 years of the biennium. And he's also trying to get us a one-time bonus of $2,000 to come in May. So y'all pray for that. I'm going to pray for that because that would really help me to go ahead and pay off that car all the more sooner. So if it comes in May, thank you so much, Hells Bells. I appreciate that. That's a blessing. That would 300 a kid. Okay. What about the couch from Big Lots? They do, but my daughter does not. She's very mindful. She's like, Mom, don't spend the money. Because, hey, Olivia, because even the couch at Walmart, which is where we got these from, we got these Better Homes and Gardens. She said, I have 2 major items on my credit report left. Perfect. Good job for you. She said, Mom, yeah, $269 because it was regular $500. So the $269 at Walmart would be cheaper than buying it from Big Lots. And Big Lots does have good furniture. And I do like their furniture. And I have almost bought stuff from there before. But they didn't have like the delivery. And I didn't have anybody to pick it up when I first moved in this house. So I bought it on Walmart.com. And it came in a box. My couches came in boxes. So we're actually going to just detach it and fold it back down, and I'm going to have a friend of mine, if he's able to come and haul it off for me, because I don't want anybody to get stuck on that spring, because the spring sprang and then it broke in half. So it's time. I think I paid $3 something and then $2 something for the love seat. So, you know, it served me well. I've been here 5 years. So $500 is like $100 a year for both the pieces. And it's worked out really, really great. 35 cents a day. So it all worked out. But I don't want to, she's like, Mom, you got to get that baby step going. So my biggest thing is to pay off the car. That's the biggest concern. That's the biggest thing right now. And by the time I make my first car payment, which is $292, I'm going to make that payment. But I'm then also going to back it up and pay like $6,200 more dollars on top of that. Since that money is there, I'm going ahead and pay it out. And then as the tax money comes in, I'm going to pay that out. And as my bonus comes in next month, I'm paying that out. Because my daughter wants me to save the money and do my baby step and then pay the car. I don't want to hold that debt. So I'm paying the car and being done with it, because I just don't want to hold that debt. If I make 2 or 3 car payments, I can be fine with that, because it will help to build my credit score a little more, but I don't want to be stuck with a car payment. So I'm really trying to make sure that I just be done with all of that and not have to worry anymore over that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, you know, I think the thing about it is, when I was saying before that I don't have stress and I don't live in stress, because I used to stress before, and I never could get the I never could get down in my head the gazelle intensity. Like, what did that mean? What was Dave meaning when he was talking about gazelle intense? Well, he was talking about everything that comes in, you need to put this towards that debt so that you can be done with it. I think my stress level would be higher if I was carrying it, and because one thing, right, the stimulus came in and it was a blessing, but it wasn't something that I had counted on, but it came in. So it came in, and now you take that and you put it towards that debt. My supplement is coming in, and it's not something that I count on. It's not a part of my regular budget every month. So I'm looking at it as extra money, and then I'm going to go ahead and, child, can I tell you, child? So I'm going to take that and go ahead and funnel it to it. When I budget for what I make in my regular paycheck. Anything else on top of that is so much more just gravy. Let me go ahead and sop that gravy on up and be done. You know what I'm saying? I just need to make sure that I'm doing that, and then I can focus on those baby steps, because I'm already, you know, before the car was on 3. I can go ahead and just knock 3 out. Will it be quick? Probably not. But whatever I was saving over from the AdSense for the car can now go into the baby step. And then Alana has a little job, and next year she wants to get a car, so we're going to start a little car fund for her. And then we're just going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out over the next 12 months, 18 months, and see what God has to say about it. I think above all else is really just thanking God for where he's brought my family and where he's allowed us to get to. My daughter, totally debt-free, is going to Stanford. They have scholarships and things for her there. She's going to be doing some work study stuff. Oh my goodness. Wow. It just makes sense. Today she put up a post in one of her Dave Ramsey groups, and at the end of the post she was saying, I learned this from my mom. She's totally debt free. She's been able to fund her Roth IRA for 2020. She's getting ready to totally fund 2021. I mean, she has goals. And she said, I learned this from my mom. I think as a parent, we want our kids to do better than we did. We want to leave an inheritance for them, but we want to make sure that they do better than we did. And even at where she is right now, even though I may technically have more money on paper than she does, she is still way ahead of where I am in her thinking, because she's like, Mom, we got to come on, get Alana her Roth IRA. We got to get, she's very money minded. And it is just, it's blowing my mind to think that she learned this from me, but she's now so much ahead of me that she's becoming the financial advisor. Now, listen, I'm still I'm the budget girl, but she's becoming the advisor in the investment part. So when I get, in baby step number 4, which I'm already doing, she is going to be helping me to make sure that I'm putting back what I need, because retirement for me is not long off. Retirement, I've got 7 years. Actually, I'm getting to the end of this year, so it will just be 6 years left before retirement. Of course, I'll work more because I'll be 51 when I retire. I'll work something else, but I want to work something I want to work, and even though I love my job, but I want to work something that's not strenuous and stressing me out, and I want to make sure that my money is making money for me. So I'm here for it. And y'all would be so amazed to know that when I first started budgeting, Shamika didn't want to have anything to do with it. She's like, nope, I'm good. No, Mom. Nope, I'm not budgeting, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then she found herself in some situations, and she had to get out. And I'm not the parent that's getting you out. Let me help you understand. I know a lot of people, we talking about food and cars and all the things. I should have just said all the things. We're the parent. I'm the parent that you're going to learn this lesson. You're going to learn this one the hard way, sis, because I'm not getting you out. Now, that doesn't mean I won't help my children, but I didn't get you there, and I'm not getting you out. I read something yesterday that said God is able, and he will do what you cannot do, but he won't come and do what you can do. So it's all about disciplining yourself, disciplining myself from going out and making those extra purchases, disciplining myself from here's what money I have, and I need to make sure that I'm covering this, this, and this. So listen, whatever else doesn't get done, it just doesn't get done. You know, Jackson has a tournament this month. Good thing Dad sends money because I don't have it in my budget. That tournament is not in my budget. Summer camp, not in my budget. But Dad sends, and I take that for them, and I go ahead and allocate those funds where they need to go, even though I need to pay myself back from the paying Taekwondo. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Everything we're doing is a family affair around here. So we do the best we can, and we're blessed by the Lord for his faithfulness. I'm just so very thankful to God for helping me, not for giving me stuff. The best gift God ever gave me, other than salvation, was my mind. He helped me get my mind together. And the first thing was doing the coupons, because that helped me feed the kids. When I went to keto, it was like whatever cloud had been fogging up my head lifted, and I was able to think. Y'all, it's just been in the last 3 years that we've become debt free and did all the things. Of course, now we have the car, but that ain't gonna be here but for a minute. I'm promising you. Oh no, let it go and let the Lord do it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So don't worry. Yeah, and she does so much. She does so well now. I mean, she is here for it. She's reading the Millionaire book. She's reading the Smart Investments. She got the Dave Ramsey book. I mean, she's going to get her doctorates in education, and I really think she needs to do something in finance, but that's just me. Maybe she'll get a side gig or something. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to convince her to come on and do a video with me again, where she can update you guys on what's going on. Oh, nice. That's good. Take that stimulus money. Listen, I don't need a new TV. The old TV I got is working just fine. I don't need nothing. I don't need no stereo system. I don't need nothing bumping up in here. I need to ride. And that money is going to help pay for that ride. Me and my kids needed to have a very stable car, and the Lord blessed us in that way. So I'm doing that. A lot of people would say, hey, Yolanda. A lot of people would say, I ain't going to give all my stimulus money to pay up for car. Fine, then you're going to be on the side of the road. I'm not going to be on the side of the road. I'm going to be riding in that vehicle safely, getting to where I need to get to. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I'm here for all the things. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to pop out. We got youth group tonight. I lead a girls youth group on Wednesday nights, and I've got to get myself together for their session. The girls are so much fun. Last week we played a game. It was the best game. They were using their cell phones. Nobody could talk. It was all fun. And this week we're going to be watching another YouTube video. So I'm using a video selection for their lesson. So hopefully it'll all go over great. But anyway, there it is, you guys. All the things. Who's going to be? Oh, will she be on tonight? Oh, good. Because we missed her last week. They had a good time, the girls. And anyway, we played something called the alphabet game. They're like, oh, I know how to play this. Me and Jackson play it all the time. No, player, you don't know how to play this game. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I love you guys. I am so excited to be on this journey. God is so good to me. He's so gracious. Y'all pray for me as the Lord... Okay, perfect. Y'all pray for me as the Lord continues to bless me, and I pray that God will continue to bless you all. We love y'all, and we will see you next time. Bye now.